Itemization is key here, really. Like, laning phase, it's down to skill and moving the supports. We'll see, you know, how Fenrir and FY do it this in Mana Break. Because you're against Bristleback and Storm, who are very mana reliant. Zeus as well. You know, a couple of hits onto him. His mana pool isn't that great early on before he gets items.
Yeah, well, the scaling on Mana Break, the thing is, it's kind of, the first skill point in Mana Break is just so much better than the scaling, right? Okay, that was what really needed to happen, and that I wasn't even looking for, because that just seemed like an impossible play, but Vici Gaming make it happen. They actually find a kill for iceiceice. Looks like there's going to be a trade. Fenrir will probably die here.
I don't know.
Maybe he's totally dead.
Yeah, maybe he has another remnant. I was looking at his mana and thinking, well, maybe Vengeful gets himself away, but with the Overload and Remnant, they warded it up, they took the stack, and I don't know. LGD are just being crippled here. VG walking around with baseball bats, just hitting knees. Now Xiao 8. There's another kill for them, and Storm Spirit jumps into FY at the back. Good swap. Will drag maybe a little bit closer to the enemy base, but I don't know. He TP's out, there's no further stun. iceiceice and Fenrir already threw theirs down onto Yao. Where there's a band of VG members here.
This is the worst smoke gank they can find. I don't actually even think they win this fight. Oh well, they have Haunt, so maybe they...
Got a Bristle Illusion, but no spells to cast. There's the Haunt to scout them out. Super, maybe jumps in onto FY, but Super's here, ready with the Requiem. Can he get it off? Nope. Cast, bounce back and forth. Requiem a little bit late now from Super. Not going to do too much, and the impact was just completely mitigated there by MMY's Cask. Good old stun down onto Sylar though, and How has joined the fray with level 1 Mana Break. He'll make short work of that Spectre.
That was actually pretty much the best initiation LGD could get for that.
Pushing and then jump around to wherever your team is, because LGD, they've got a decent 4-man roaming lineup now. We were talking, you know, you're just mentioning how early on they're quite static. They want MMY to be stacking and pulling through. Swap back, Fenrir, they find Yao. With the magic missile and life strike array, that should be more than enough damage. Bring him down as iceiceice looks for the secondary kill. The stun goes down to Xiao 8, really super. Requiem onto the poor little Zeus, okay. Overkill, but you get it. The Storm, maybe, stunned up, the damage strike hits! He can't zip away as MMY launches a death ward, but it's just not gonna do enough. Sylar tries to find whatever he can with the Radius Burn, he'll finish off that Lina, but BKB from Super allows him to stand and fight. Sylar, it's time to deliver. Yule's up, Super, raises, no mana. How just jumps in and takes him out with a Mana Void, and that's a full 5-man wipe.
For Lina. It's the Haunt, basically. It's a nice way for them to counterplay the Storm Spirit, and with the Radiant Heroes not going BKB, oh, Super's gonna find all 4 of them.
Oh man, he pulls the BKB, How is starting stuff, and the Death Ward will get thrown down, but Requiem insta-kills MMY. And takes Sylar low enough for him to finish him off with a couple of right clicks. A triple kill for Super. That looked like it was How's death and destruction. The jump in from Storm. Everyone's going to be flying. And there we see iceiceice. As soon as possible, take that illusion. The replica of the Spectre can be sent up top now to help split push. They don't need to worry about that top lane. Sylar swap back in. Super pops the BKB and they just right click him to death. They can barely finish off Fenrir, the Vengeful Spirit, tanking up through everything. Yao, is that kind of position where you have to go in for the kill. He's backing himself up and will survive through it with the BKB allowing him to get out. But Sylar fights back and is taken out by the How. BG! They lose the Shadow Fiend, which was a big...
Need the move speed too. That's another thing. He's just not fast and mobile enough. And when there's like 4 Yules on the enemy team, like... In a way, it kind of doesn't matter what he buys, because he'll just get Chain Cyclone, right? He could buy a BKB, then he just gets destroyed by Physical. He's gonna Haunt into mid. That's a pretty big kill.
Dominating streak maybe, and they continue
to find FY too.
FY gets a nice life strike array. Okay, maybe says goodnight. iceiceice stuns up Sylar. This is not going to be his death though. There's not enough follow-up here from VG until How buys back. Can he TP in and do the damage though? Super is chasing with the BKB. iceiceice has a replicate up somewhere, but they're going to go for the Requiem, which doesn't do too much against the BKB target. So Yao just... No, he does not just TP out. He doesn't just TP out because Fenrir is ready with the swap. That could have been a lot worse for LGD though.
Yeah, that was okay. They forced out a buyback from the...
D cooped up. It's like 30...
It's go time now.
Yeah. VG are the foxes. They're ready at the chicken coop. LGD are all locked up. The farmer has gone to sleep. And now is the time to strike. They're going to go for the tier 3 here. Hao stands up on the high ground. And Yao spamming out spells, but Xiao has already been caught. Life Strike Ray there to land. Haunt will do a little bit of harass, but maybe jumps in. He's going to try and go for super here. Drags him back and will manage to take him down. No, the BKB's popped. He gets the dying Requiem off as Hao drops in the back lines. Ice. As well as Fenrir, the last one's really standing. Hao, of course, respawns with Aegis Immortal and will focus on those racks, but that's a good defense from LGD. They lose some key heroes, but they put the fear into VG. They may only lose one racks, as Yao goes back in to try and slow them down a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised Storm isn't buying back here. I think it's worth fighting for that melee Rex, unless if... Oh, looks like LGD can actually force the aim away with their current heroes, so... It's turns out to be a really good call. They could have bought back the Storm earlier and tried to take the fight, but ultimately they just want to hold the Rex. He might buy back now.
And MMY,
you know what?
You poor son.
How long is he gonna wait? He's gonna lose his entire team almost at this rate.
Well, he fights back now. Yao is dropping low. They get iceiceice with a long range zip, and Hao has Manta, has Blink. He should be perfectly fine here to just get out.
Spell resistance against Zeus. When you're fully morphed into strength, static field destroys you. So,
Yao swap into adaptive strike.
Beautiful.
Perfectly done by VG. He does have buyback, so Yao can come back into the game.
Go back to Fountain like that.
What was his plan there? Was he thinking super... I guess you think the Shadow Fiend does what he did before, just walk up onto the top of the ramp and start hitting tier 3.
I think he might have tried to bait out the BKB of Super.
Yao again,
not
again!
again!
The Thunder Ghost Wrath goes down, but Super will finish off Yao with a couple more right clicks. Fenrir dropping low, but in the back lines, Hao is ripping them to shreds. MMY drops, Sylar soon to fall. Maybe the Mana Void is on cooldown. He's already used it. There's not going to be a massive AoE slaughter here, as GG is called. And VG take this best of 3, 2-0.
Yeah, they were simply better today, especially in this game. Just very impressive performance, and then I can't state enough, like,
the biggest play of the game was the Vengeful gank when Morphling was level 1.
Yeah.
If that didn't happen, iceiceice could have actually been almost a non-factor for an extra 5 minutes, and him getting the level 2, almost level 3 from that one gank of Fenrir allows him to start playing the game. Apart from that, the bottom lane was a complete...